And as we've said many, many times, so critical going to be that Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award for your front runners. Right now, a 35th place start, a 40th place start. Probably not what the doctor ordered for these top 5 contenders, so could really throw a wrench into the spokes. Looking to see exactly how it goes down. Going to be just a few minutes. Everybody clearing out from behind that gate right now, and 450B just about to blast down that Loretta Lynn straightaway for that Bell Helmets Whole Shot line. Let's see who it's going to be right now. The man to beat, Parker Mashburn. We're looking forward to seeing exactly how this one plays out. And here go the Rebs right now, getting ready to get this one underway. Waiting for that card to come up. Here we up. The gate is down. Go 450B racing. Look at that. It's the big bright blue Yamaha out front. Get an ID on him here in 1 second. Wow. And look at this. A couple of Yamahas out there. That's Braden Lessler out of Ramona, California with that big hole shot, but immediately getting pressure from another Yamaha. Going to see if we can get an ID on who that is. But the blue crew running true up front right now, 1 and 2. Look at this, 1, 2, and 3 for the blue crew. And 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue crew machines up there. Donnie Lutz going wild down there.
Oh, down goes your, was that your leader, I believe, that just went down, the number 90 machine.
Yep.
Heartbreaker there for Braden Lessler, coming through those 10 commandments, coming into this moto with a 5 and a 7. And now off to the side of the racetrack as everyone in the class goes by. He picks that machine back up and tries to remount and refire. What a heartbreaker.
Disaster from checkers to wreckers right there, man. What a bummer. Just a little lapse of concentration, just a little miscue on that line right there, and next thing you know, in the dirt. So absolute heartbreaker for that number 90 machine.
Well, he does pick up an extra $100 from Bell Helmets and the Whole Shot Awards, so I guess that's one positive note about the start there. Lessler going to have to try to work his way up through the pack. Meanwhile, we move up front, and if I'm not mistaken, I may have seen a couple of different riders battling for spots up there, and one of them may have been that 28 of Noah Adams, and several others, like you say, with those Yamahas out front up there. We got the 47 also out here with us. Let's see where that has. That's Ryder Fox, a 24 and a 16. And wow, things have flipped around here in this third moto. We traditionally don't see that much of a change in the third moto, but wow, this third moto is certainly bringing the excitement as well. As Ryder Fox, your new leader, Devin Simonson in second, Parker Mashburn in the number 3 spot. In 4th place is TJ Taylor, 5th place Matthew Sigler, 6th place Blake Hazen. Eugene Christian in 7th, Sam Gaynor is 8th, Christian Fernandez in 9th, and Dylan Smith rounds out your top 10. Right now, Megawatt, while you assess this situation, let me make a quick announcement real quick. I need Alex Faith, Andrew Adamnick, and Catherine Connor. They need to report to the MX Sports office trailer as quickly as possible. Alex Faith, Andrew Adamnick, and Catherine Connor. Megawatt?
J. Ryder Fox out front. Ride of a lifetime right now. Not having the best of luck in the first 2 motos, a 24 and a 16th, but right now giving it all she's got on that number 47 Yamaha. Devin Simonson. Devin Simonson right now, a key player.
Could you not have a more moto name than J. Ryder Fox?
Are you kidding me?
I mean, we talk about names up here and cool names, this, that, and the other, but J. Ryder Fox. Could you have to be sponsored by Todd Hicks and the guys over at Fox. You have to be.
You have to be. And Jay Ryder, come on. I mean, that's just all that needs is Esquire after it.
Exactly.
Jay Ryder Fox Esquire. So that guy's got the name. But Parker Mashburn, look at this guy. Parker Mashburn sitting in that 3rd position. We see what that does for him potentially. A 1-1-3 could possibly give him that 2nd position overall. But right now, a move being made by your leader now, Devin Simonson, out front, taking down J. Ryder Fox Esquire into that 2nd position.
Wow, I tell you, that happened pretty quick, too. Those guys come literally side by side by the finish line, and look at this. We got more trying to be get around Fox there. I believe that's Mashburn. Oh, and just did. As we around the final corner, Parker Mashburn now into the number 2 spot as Simonson checks in with a 158 leading this second lap of racing. A 2-minute .167 for Mashburn, a 2:02 for Fox. Sigler, a 2:03. TJ Taylor is rounding out the top 5 with a 2:06.
I'll be curious to see here exactly where these lap times go with these 450 guys. And when we take a look down through a little further down through the list, you've got guys like, let's see here, looks like Wesley Allen in that 16th place. He's running just a little quicker than Pierce Knight ahead of him. And then you look at Tristan Lewis, once again, he's about 3 seconds faster than the guy in front of him. So some of these guys, 2:06 down there, Noah Adams running amongst some 2:08. So there's going to be some shakeups here over the next 5 to 10 minutes in this one.
Oh, I believe so. A lot of riders struggling to get through the pack. I look down through the standings here. I see last year's 10th place finisher, Durko Vander Westhuizen, the number 10 machine, a 9.6, and right now currently sitting in 29th place as we open up this third moto. 7, 5, and right now in 33rd place position, Eugene Christensen, the number 98 machine. So he's having his struggles here in this third and final moto after 2 solid top 10 finishes there. So like Megawatt said, we can expect to see some changes, I think. Look at Christian Fernandez back in 35th place. He finished 4th and 3rd. And he's in 35th here on this third lap or second lap of racing. Adam Cranford, an 8 and an 8 and a 24 right now. So, wow, some tough breaks there for some of those riders, Megawatt. It looks, though, like the front 2 are the most consistent as Mashburn went 1-1 and now running 2. Devin Simonson, a 2-2 and now running 1. Mashburn would win the national championship title with a 1-1-2 scoring 4 over Simonson's 2-2-1 with a score of 5. Then we've got Tristan Lewis, who had good consistent runs in Moto 1 and 2 in 3rd and 4th, but currently running 18th. But the way everything has gone, Megawatt, that still scores well enough for 3rd place overall right now.
Yeah, if he wins the Moto, he's still in 3rd place.
That's crazy.
Isn't that something to see? But the big thing to look at there, though, is that 3rd and 4th before is now sitting at an 18th. You know, that's just absolutely incredible to see. But once again, so critical, the starting position and that type of thing. But when everybody's this close on lap times, when it's just so hard to overcome when everybody runs the same speed.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of speeds, 159.3 for Simonson. Earl, a 159.068. The gap just over 3 seconds at 3.008. Obviously, those were the fastest laps. Actually, no. Simonson turned to 158.262, so he's got a little more juice to let loose there if need be, it looks like.
If necessary, it seems like he's got it on tap right now. Simonson, you know, I'm very impressed with his poise right now. He's very under control. He's not riding over his head. He seems to be hitting these marks. Very impressive. And Mashburn, of course, doing what he does. Charging right now, and you know he wants to close that gap. You know he wants to go out of here 1-1-1. That's the objective for him. I do believe at this point he may settle at this point, but you know in his head he wants that trifecta.
Yep, just nearing the 13.5-minute mark in time remaining. So we're basically just started in this one right now, this 20-minute moto. Well, I guess you could say we're kind of nearing the halfway point. Simonson still in the 159, as we said in Mashburn. We're waiting on them. They should be here. They come now into the closing turns here. We'll be seeing that's actually the 47 of J. Ryder Fox and Esquire. And again, a huge turnaround for him. Simonson 158.4. I told you he had some more juice to let loose, and so does 158.9. The gap, though, 3.5 seconds, so Simonson did gain about a half second on that one. J. Ryder Fox Esquire, 202.057, now nearly 6 seconds back in the number 3 spot.
Rodney, already seeing a bunch of changes in the track this morning. To be honest with you, I'm going to guess the people in the next 2 to 3 motos are just going to have exceptional conditions. To me, right now, these are ideal conditions. Yeah. But I'm taking a look down through the last couple corners. Would you look at the Thor sweeper turn? We look down here past the Polysport Lake. You already see a different consistency starting to develop. And these guys are using that outside line, primarily our leaders down here in this last turn, where all week long It's been that inside turn. So what's really different this morning, I'm not 100% sure, but the effective line is the outside line this morning.
Well, obviously the flow a little different with the course conditions being fresh this morning as well. Even more moisture in the dirt. And that's one thing that we've talked about all week as far as this track is concerned. That's the thing that they were worried about, the amount of moisture, getting the right amount of moisture in. They started watering, we can say going on now 2 weeks ago, they were watering this thing a week leading into the event. And even on Monday's practice, Jeff Russell told me, it's dry. And I'm like, dude, you've been watering all week. He says, it doesn't matter. He says, it's dry. And, you know, you look around and all the elements around you, the creek's up by comparison to what we're used to. You know, we had some nice, comfortable days, overcast skies, a few little rain showers here and there, but nothing really to amount to anything. Not enough to put that moisture in the ground. So that's what they've been battling all week. And I would say if you were to talk to Randy and Jeff today, that they would probably say, we finally got it. But we, as race spectators, have said they've had it since Monday, man, because it's produced some of the best racing, hands down. I've heard so many people say that this week. This is the best racing I've ever seen at Loretta Lynn's.
Hey, and speaking of Loretta Lynn's and great things, Charlie Mullins just come up and told us Bargain Pit is open at Moto T. So if you guys are like me, if you love a great deal, if you love rummaging through, if you love finding that needle in a haystack, if you love finding that hidden gem, you guys need to hit the Bargain Pit. And plus, it's a great way to take care of your boss, your coworkers, and everybody that couldn't make it.
Yeah, head up to the bargain bin up there and see if you can get yours, my friend. Simonson after 5. Mashburn and Fox. Gaynor is now up to 4th place. Sigler's dropped to 5th. Ezra Lewis is your 6th place ride. As we see several changes from 6 to 10. Ezra Lewis, the 73, is 6th. Sean Calderon, the 13, and 7th. Blake Hazen now in 8th aboard the 44. Dawson Riker, the 37, is 9th. TJ Taylor rounds out the top 10. 11 through 20 looks like Stephen Hooker, the 56, and 11th. Brandon Yates, the 88, 12th. 53, Tristan Lewis is 13th. Pierce Knight, the number 40 and 14th. Wesley Allen, the number 50 and 15th. Brandon Gregor in 16th aboard the 93, 17th, the 28 of Noah Adams, 18th, the 61 Dylan Smith, 19th, the 34 of Tyler Delaney, and Austin Aspros, the number 62, rounds out your top 20. Look at the top 10 overall as we watch our Red Bull live drone and just check out the amazing racing action in these course conditions here at Loretta Lynn's. Parker Mashburn will take an overall win with a 1-1-2. Devin Simonson's 2-2-1 would score 2nd overall. Tristan Lewis 3-4-13, I'm sorry, would be 3rd overall. Ezra Lewis, a 6-13-6, would be 4th overall. Sam Gaynor looking at a 14-12-4 for 5th overall. Wow, chaos must have consumed this class as well. Braden Lessler, who got the whole shot in this class, finishing 5th and 7th in Moto 1, went down in the early part of this lap, dropped back to 42nd place. He's now up to 22nd and looking at 7th place overall. Brandon Gregor, a 13-9-16 for 8th. Noah Adams, a 28th, an 11-10-17 for 9th. And Dawson Riker, the 37, a 12-18-9 to round out your top 10 overall. Well, as we watch the scenario and situation unfolding, 4.9 seconds separating 1st and 2nd, and a 12-second cushion back to Ryder Fox for that 3rd place position. Here's a scenario we can play out, but I hope I don't put the announcer's curse on Parker Mashburn. But right now, the saving grace for Devin Simonson is either one, Parker Mashburn making a mistake, going down, falling at least 1 position back to allow Fox or Gaynor or somebody to get around and tie this thing up or put Simonson a point ahead and take the national championship, and or somebody find a way to grip it and rip it and make up about 12, 13 seconds and pass that guy, run him down and pass it. Now, watching this guy race all week, watching this kid's career throughout, right on up to the 50s, 60s, 80s, and all that, Chances are that's not going to happen. But we are at Loretta Lynn's. We are in the final moto, and this has been a rather chaotic week. So right now, Parker has this championship, but it's not locked down.
Oh, not by any means. Never locked down until the checkered flag flies down here. But you talk about chaos. It's reared its ugly head through this 450B class because there's turmoil all through the standings. There's no two ways about it.
The standings right now, Lewis, a 6-13-6 for fourth. Gainer, a 14-12 with a 4 for fifth overall. I mean, he breaks the top 10 one time, inside the top 5 one time, and he scores fifth overall. Yeah, I mean, those are some chaotic scores. That means, to me, that's been good racing, too.
Oh, what kills me is when you look down outside of the top 15 and such, you're still seeing these guys like Eugene Christian, 7.5-35. You know, and, man, this guy's inside the top 10 twice, got a top 5. And now he's sitting at 17th overall because guess what? We're running 35th right now.
Right, it's crazy. Simonson in with 7 now. Mashburn, Fox, Gainer, Sigler. Lewis is 6th. Dawson Riker is 7th. Sean Calderon holds on to 8th. Tristan Lewis now 9th as Pierce Knight rounds out your top 10.
Check. Make sure we still had everything working here. Places, and we won that last motos. And putting an exclamation point on that second place. So, to me, win-win-win for Simonson. Parker Mashburn doing what was expected out of him. You know, a lot of expectations on certain riders throughout the week. And then Tristan Lewis, you know, coming in 3-4 runner with a potential 9th right now in that 3rd position. Wow, it's just been absolutely survival all week long in this 450B class. That's what these guys have had to do, is just had to put it together, stay consistent, and survive all the madness. And right now there's all kinds of it going on. Like you said, we look back outside of the top 15, and a lot of guys with top 5 finishes consistently in there, and then one bad moto really dropping them back. Coming up on the 3-minute mark right now, just about 3 minutes left. Not sure if the 2 card's out or yet, can't get a visual on it. But this one coming to an end quickly here, just about 3.5 minutes left. 2 card is out. Thank you, Rodney, very much. Rodney making his way down to the Race Tech podium. And I tell you what, a thrill. All these guys get to get up there and receive these championships and these #1 plates from Rodney, from Weege. You know, that's a big deal, man. These guys take all week, go down there and work those podiums and spend a lot of time with these kids. And, you know, you're talking about guys that week in and week out deal with the country's best, the country's top-level riders. And for these kids to come and get those rewards from Rodney and Weege and stuff, that's absolutely huge. And not easy job running back and forth, keeping all those guys straight. And once again, big props to the folks down at the AMA for all their help of keeping everybody on and off the podium, keeping everybody cooled down and organized in that top 10 down there. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Looking for that white flag. 2-lap card is still out. Leaders right now. Leaders working their way around into the front section. Simonson now working his way into the final corner. Going to take that white flag as he comes by. Simonson now on that number 70 Yamaha. 1 lap to go. Looking for a moto win here. Parker Mashburn got that number 23 KTM pretty much on cruise control right now. He's looking out across the facility, trying to keep it on 2 wheels. Cut a good clean lap right here, and the championship will belong to Parker Mashburn. Tristan Lewis, who's running in the 8th position right now. Lewis back there behind Dawson Riker, Ezra Lewis, Matthew Sigler, and J. Ryder Fox Esquire. Lewis looking at a 3rd position overall. And then behind him would be Ezra Lewis. So a couple Lewises right there in 3rd and 4th overall in your 450B Limited if we finish in the current.
Mega.
Up and over the Rocky Mountain for the final time. Devin Simonson bringing it home. Down around the Thor sweeper, that number 70 machine. Feeling good. Redemption. A pair of seconds. And going to cap it off with a Moto win here. One more corner to go. Couple jumps. Congratulations to the number 70, Devin Simonson, with a Moto win here and Moto number 3. Making his way now down in cool-down zone. Going to get him up on the Race Tech podium here in just a moment with Rodney looking for Parker Mashburn. There he comes right now. Crowd waving at him. The number 23 machine locking down his championship with a 1-1-2. The number 23 of Parker Mashburn.
Well, I'm not going to be fooled this time. We had a little bit of a change in that third place position. Again, Sam Gaynor coming across the line in third place now, so we'll be bringing that 82 machine up here in just a moment to congratulate him on a great ride. Flat tire. I just got my shoes stepped on. Flat tire, as my kids would say. All right, making our way back onto the podium right here as we've got, we've got a Moto winner here, and he takes second overall. We're going to start first with this first place ride, the number 70, of course, of Devin Simonson. And Devin, step on up, my friend. You pick yourself up a first place position win here in Moto 3, and wow, man, you did everything you could to try and win this championship, but second's all you're going to be able to do. But an explanation point on this final Moto, you knew what you had to do in order for this to fall your way.
Yeah, for sure. Parker came in with a 1-1, so I knew how to get the good start and get out in front of him, and hopefully he'll make a couple mistakes, but he didn't. He rode solid the whole time, and congrats to him.
Great championship season for you, it looks like already, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, tell us who helped get you here.
My mom, my dad, Yamaha, Lumberton, Race Tech, Ryan, everybody at SOBMX, O'Neill, Rillian Graphics, William, Motorworks, anyone else I forgot, thank you.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, he takes Moto Gold here in Moto 3. Second overall for the title, it's Devin Simonson. And now we'll take his bike down. We'll reset with our champion's bike, and we'll bring up our third place position finisher, the 82 machine here of Sam Gaynor. He went 14-12-3 here in the final Moto. So come on up, Sam. And here he brings the Canadian flag up. Oh, Canada. Sam, congratulations to you, my friend. A 14, a 12, and a 3. How did you pull that one out?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the first two motos, I definitely didn't get very good starts. And in that moto, I knew I had to get a good start. My dad, he picked a really good gate for getting 12th gate pick. And then, yeah, I got off to a pretty good start. And a few guys crashed. And I just moved my way forward and found myself in third. And then I just tried to ride my own race when I was there.
How did you get into third, man?
Well, I got a decent start, and then a few guys fell on the first lap, so I had a few gifts there, and then I just kept charging. I saw my dad kept saying 47's ahead of you, so I kept pushing as hard as I could, and luckily got the pass done, and yeah.
Well, congratulations to you on that, and I'm sure there's some folks you'd like to say thanks to.
Yeah, for sure. Moto Park and Ian Hayden, Mikey Walker and New Era, the new 100% Atlas, FXR, Don McClintock, Andy White, Steve Sims Racing, my mom, my dad, my sister for coming out here to watch, everyone back home watching, my girlfriend, everyone, thank you so much. All
righty, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He takes third place Sam Gaynor out of Canada, and of course he takes silver. Oh, and the whole shot. Sorry about that. We need to get our whole shot award winner up here, and then we'll get our champion up. We got the number 90. How about it for Braden Lessler, ladies and gentlemen? You got a big fan club here, it sounds like, Braden. There you go. Come on, let's make some noise. He rode hard out here this week. Braden, $100 for your efforts here today, man. You got off to a great start. What a heartbreaker there in the Ten Commandments, though.
Oh, man. I was so psyched to get out front. It's all I wanted. I've been battling from the back all week. Went to go triple in the middle. And if you don't go to the edges of the Ten Commandments, it's just slippery. And I spun at the bottom, and there was nothing I could do at that point.
Well, you worked your way back up as hard as you could, man. You could pick up 100 extra bucks. You got some great experience. Who do you want to say thanks to?
First of all, the Lord above, because that was a gnarly crash, and I'm glad I even got to finish that moto. My mom and dad, Pete at NOS Suspension, Ryan Hughes, Rhino Power, RP Racing, and North County Yamaha.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's your Whole Shot Award winner, Braden Lessler. As we move now to our champion, he rides the number 23. We'll bring his machine up onto the podium. Let's put our hands together for this 450B Limited National Champion. Second place here in the final moto. We're talking about Parker Mashburn. Riders off on their sighting lap for the next race, and Parker grabbing this silver medal. I know you were hoping for straight we were hoping for straight golds up here, but I know that a 1-1-2, nothing to sneeze at, man. And second place position, you got off to a good start. You pretty much just held your own out there this third moto, huh?
Yeah, I knew what I had to do. I went 1-1 in the earlier moto, so I knew all I had to do was get second. So I didn't want to go down, just rode consistent. Devin was riding good all week, pumped for him. And yeah, I'm pumped. This is my first title at Loretta, so.
Well, how did you get it done, man? I mean, you were riding like nobody's business. I mean, a 1-1 coming into this when you knew what you had to do, obviously, huh?
Yeah, I ride my 350 pretty good, I think, and yeah, I just put it where I want it, get good starts, and ride like I know how, and you know, that's pretty much it, and that's all I can do.
What does it feel like to finally capture that first Loretta Lynn's Amateur National Championship title?
It feels pretty good. I mean, I won pretty much everywhere else but here, so I'm pumped to win here.
Good. Congratulations to you. I know this is something you've probably been waiting on right here, huh? Yeah. That shield that's been so elusive. We got the Bell Helmets Golden Helmet Award for you as well. And I'm sure there's some folks that you'd like to say thanks to, huh?
Yeah, my mom and dad for sure, man. They've done everything for me. KTM Orange Brigade, Nihilo, Hope, Nathan Ramsey, Garnet Boots, Scott Goggles, Craig, MTF, everybody over at MTF, man, they've helped me out more than I can explain this summer. Dunlop Tires for hooking up great off the start, FMF, Tamer Whole Shot Devices, Enzo, Monster Army, 7 Gear, Roger, Bell Helmets, Lawrence with my motor, everybody, thank you so much.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, to present to him the national plate from the American Motorcyclists Association, once again, Mr. Ricky Records. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your 450B Limited National Champion, Parker Mashburn.
Awesome. Congratulations, Parker. Great job, man. Great ride all week long. And congratulations to you. The fruits of all that hard labor right there in your hands right now. So